is figuratively known as America, because a lot of nations didn't come against Babylon. Now we know the Medo-Persian Empire destroyed Babylon, but they also inhabited and occupied it. Okay, but so this is speaking about a total desolation. We're going to go into that. So this is because the prophet spoke about what kingdoms of what and similitudes of what they could understand at that time. Go ahead.
It says from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her.
Right.
From thence she shall be taken.
Right. So the north countries, meaning what? Russia, man. Russia and those other nations, a great assembly of nations. It says right. Iran's a great nation. Okay, they got what do you call it? Nuclear capabilities. China, right? China's going to be in it. This guy Kim Jong-un, he's been saying, he's like, why am I the only guy that is threatening America? You see what I'm saying? So he's ready, man. That dude's been ready.
And the only reason these other countries aren't threatening them yet is because they're making money off this bitch, man. That's what we read. That they stood afar off and lamented for the destruction of America, because why? They're not going to be able to make money. So in reality, that's the only reason these nations don't talk shit about America, man, because they have a financial investments here.
Yeah.
They make a lot of money off this place, man.
Right. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. It says, from this she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty excrement, none shall return in vain.
Right, and those arrows are speaking about missiles, man. Intercontinental ballistic missiles.
Right.
Missiles that can travel from one country to another country, even across the earth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where the scriptures go into, and their heads sting, because in the head, on the top of those ICBMs, that's where they carry the payload, man. The warheads, and they could carry multiple warheads, man. Some missiles have 30, 40, 50 warheads in it, man.
God.
10. It says in Chaldea shall be a spoil, and that spoil her shall be satisfied, said the Lord Yahawah.
Right. So when you go into Chaldea, man, it's talking about the wise men of Babylon. You know what I'm saying? So these Edomites here in Babylon, which is figuratively speaking of America, they're going to be for a spoil. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's going to be destroyed. The Lord want to take some of these Edomite elites into captivity.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
It's 11. It says, because ye were glad, because ye rejoiced, O ye destroyers of mine heritage, right? Because ye are grown fat as the heifer at grass.
Right, with the heifer at grass, which are cows, man. When they're sitting on the grass and they just eating, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, this place has gotten rich off the backs of the slavery of the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is going to avenge the holy prophets and apostles on Babylon, man. Because this is the place, like it says in Revelation, the 17th chapter, where the blood of the saints were found. Okay, here in America, man. And there's a heavy persecution coming. That hasn't come to pass. Jacob's trouble.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The persecution of the saints. You know what I'm saying? The insurrection for those spoiling that believe in YAHAWASHI. Okay. Go ahead.
And bellow as bulls. Your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold,
and that's going into England. England, feeling some type of way with these Americans, man. Yeah.
Right. That's why they exited to the. I want to say, I believe they exited to the
EU.
The EU.
Yeah, that was the tolls and the things breaking apart, man.
Right.
Yeah.
God. Go ahead.
Yeah, it says, behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert. It says, because of the wrath of the Lord Yahawah, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate.
Right.
Everyone
go ahead.
Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at all her plagues.
Hey, see, and that's the spirit. The brother brought it out. That what? In Revelation, the 18th chapter, the kings of the earth are going to look from afar away and they're going to lament. Matter of fact, let's get that. If you could get that for me. Run that part back, brother.
Yeah. This is 13. It says, because of the wrath of the Lord Yahawah, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate.
It's going to be desolate, man. Meaning, those arrows that are going to be shot are going to decimate this place. Okay, the scriptures speak about the besom of destruction. Okay, like a wind, a sweeping fiery wind across the nation, man. This whole country. But if we could get that real quick.
This is Revelation 18.
Oh, Salaki, let this brother finish that and then we'll go into that.
It says, because of the wrath of the Lord Yahweh should not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at all her plagues.
Go ahead.
I'll jump around there.
It's some more.
Oh, is there more?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
it says, pull yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow.
Oh yeah, one second. We'll get back to that. Let's just go to this little point right here, because in reality, you know, this goes into nobody having next. You know what I'm saying? America ain't going to have next for sure. Okay, go ahead, brother.
It says Revelation 18:9, and the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, the great city, Babylon, the mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come, and the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore.
Right, so basically they're going to be saying, finally that place was destroyed. Look at everything they've done. You know, they're going to be lamenting because they know that they're not going to be able to fatten their pockets. And America getting out of the system, it's going to topple everything else. See, these nations, man, really they do business with each other, man. But some do more business than others. Okay, like Russia, man, they really want to establish their confederacy, man, and they got their nations, man. That's why that's why they're trying to make moves, you know, with this gas pipeline. Okay, without America being involved. And America, they don't want to sit back and just watch it. They want to be involved in it. They want to get a piece of the pie. That's why they're putting sanctions so that Germany won't basically okay that. But go ahead.
So it says the merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones and of pearls and fine linen, you know, those PlayStations, you know, the jewels that get exported from all parts of the world, the diamonds from Africa, you know, all the precious stones, man, you know, you name it, the silk, the carpets, you know, the food, all kinds of goods are sent over here to America, man, to be sold to the biggest consumerism nation in the world, you know, which are these Americans. All right, you know, that's why you see the whole world taking after the model that America has built, man. You know, the credit system, you know, the democracy, you know, that beast system, man. That's really what the beast system, the image of the beast goes into. You know, this whole system that was set up and that rules the world right now, man. All right. So it says, and fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet and all thy thine, wood and all manner vessels of ivory and all manner of vessels of the most precious wood and of brass and iron and marble and cinnamon and odors and ointments and frankincense. And if you go into researching the imports and exports of all these elements, you'll find out that all these come to America. All right. So it says, and souls of and cinnamon and odors and ointments and frankincense and wine and oil and fine flour and wheat and beast and sheep and horses. And that's another way how you know that the Vatican cannot be this great city, man, that the Bible's talking about. Because really, you know, if you look, like I said, if you do your research on exports and imports, you'll find out that America is the biggest importer of everything, man. Everything comes here. You know, this is the place where everybody thinks about, well, you know what, I'm gonna come up with this way to sell this, and where am I gonna send it to? To America, bro. This is where it comes. Yeah. So it says, and beasts and sheep and horses and chariots and slaves and souls of men. You know, I always say that because this is where, hey, this is the biggest stock market of souls of men. You know, you come here, you lose your soul, man. You know, a lot of people that come from other nations, they come here and become a twofold twofold son of the devil that they was when they were in their own country. Because this America breeds in corruption and contempt, man, and everything that stands against the Most High. You know, yeah, other countries you see wickedness, man, but you don't see it at the rate that you see it here in America. Babylon the Great. You know, so it says, and the fruits that thy soul lusted after are departed from thee, and all things which were dainty and goodly are departed from thee, man. Hey, this is where all the people of the world come. If you want to, you know, have a night out with fucking dudes and shit, motherfuckers come over here. You know, because it's allowed here, man. If you want to come be a hoe here and sell yourself as a prostitute, you could come and do it here. Hey, America will welcome you with open arms, man. You know?
Yeah, what do they say? This is the the land of the free.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
And if you really go into that, that's why they set it up like that, man. Hey, because you're really free to do whatever the hell you want to do. Do as thou will, you know. Do as thou want to do, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Come.
And I'll end it real quick right here. The merchants of these things which were made rich by her shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing, and saying, Alas, alas, that great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, for in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company of ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea stood afar off.
Mm-hmm. You see, so these other nations, they're going to be looking at the destruction of America from afar away, okay? Because you know they're basically going to be privy to see the destruction of this place, man. But let's go back to that, and then we'll go into Matthew 24, and then we'll end it.
It's Jeremiah 50 and 14. It says, Pull yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow. Shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she has sinned against the Lord Yahweh. Keep going.
Yeah.
Shout against her round about.
Right, she has sinned against the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahawashi, you see? Because like the brother was going into, man, here there's all types of abominations, man. You see what I'm saying? This is the great whore, okay? That sit up on the beast, man. You know, the harlot of all harlots, man. The country that is basically the most, you know, filthy, confused, decrepit society that you could ever imagine. And it's basically built on lies, man. It's like, you know, it doesn't seem to the naked eye, but really, you know, you have to really be awakened to see what's going on here.
Hey, America's the greatest exporter of wickedness, bro. You know, through the media, what do? They propagate wickedness everywhere. The Grammy Awards are shown throughout the world. The Super Bowl shown throughout the world, man. You know, these halftime shows, that's what the propaganda that they show the whole world. Hey, oh, if you come here, you could do this type of shit. If you support us, this is what you're allowed to do in your own country, man. Mm-hmm. You know?
Right. That's why everybody drink the Babylon juice, man.
Yep.
But then after that, what? The nations become mad because they see how evil and wicked, you know what I'm saying, that the whole program here is in America. Yep. So the sins have reached unto the heavens. You see? Go ahead.
Yeah. It's Jeremiah 50 and 15. It says, Shout against her round about. She hath given her hand, her foundations are fallen, her walls are thrown down. Wait, I didn't finish 14. So like it says, Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend a bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Lord Yahweh.
Right, so those nations that are going to shoot the bow, man, hey, they're not going to spare no arrows, man. They're gonna destroy, utterly destroy Babylon, which is America.
Hey, it's like when you mad a motherfucker, you empty the clip on his ass, man. You just don't give him a 2-3 shot or not. You're gonna empty the whole clip because that's how pissed you are. And the Lord's gonna put His spirit on these nations, man. The scriptures go into it in Ezekiel the 38th chapter, man. That evil thought that the Lord's gonna put upon the nations to do what they're gonna do,
right?
Yeah.
It says, Shout against her round about. She hath given her hand. Her foundations are fallen. Her walls are thrown down. For it is the vengeance of the Lord Yahweh.
Right, meaning in reality, man, that this place that has nothing to stand on. There's no legs to stand on here in America, man. Like the infrastructure, man, the society and the moral decay is just getting worse and worse every day, man. Okay, go ahead. Anything else?
Her walls are thrown down, for it is the vengeance of the Lord Yahweh. Take vengeance upon her, she hath done. It's like it says, take vengeance upon her, as she hath done, do unto her.
Right, and you know, America, did they not drop 2 bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki? Did you know what I'm saying? They are behind a lot of wars, man. Look at America, man. They are literally one of them. You know, they have been at war, you know, most of their existence. You know, let's jump to you got something?
Yeah, I can bring this out real quick. Jeremiah 51.
I was just thinking about that, brother.
That's the spirit,
but this might not be the scripture you're thinking about, but because I'm gonna bring out verse 28. All right, and it says, "Prepare against her the nations with the kings of the Medes, the captains thereof, and all the rulers thereof, and all the land of his dominion, and the land shall tremble in sorrow. For every purpose of the Lord Yahweh shall be performed against Babylon, to make the land of Babylon a desolation without inhabitation, inhabitants." Like, yeah, man, and so it just goes right with what the brother was bringing out, man. Jeremiah 50, and you know, there's a lot you can read in Jeremiah the 51st chapter, man. You know, because it goes into the destruction, you know, of this place, man, and it goes into the weapons, you know, the missiles. It goes into all that, man. You know, Jeremiah, you know, prophesied about the destruction that we're seeing that's slowly playing out right now today, man. You know, but ultimately, the Lord is bringing these nations because, like the brother brought out earlier, his determination is to gather these nations, man. You know, for this great battle, okay, that's getting ready to play out, and we're seeing the Lord put that spirit upon these men, these kings, these rulers, all right, that had the power to bring these things to pass, man, to do it, okay, and we living in that time. It's a beautiful thing, man. So that scripture says that, hey, at the end of the day, this land is gonna be desolate because these nations gonna be so pissed, man. Like the brother said, the Lord gonna have them empty the clip. The Lord gonna put the spirit on these other nations, man, and these leaders, man, to make sure there ain't nothing left when they done, man. That's why they're gonna empty their whole armories. Everything they got, they're gonna let it go, man, because there ain't gonna be no use for these weapons at the end of the prophecy, all right? Because at the end, when Israel is back on top, man, hey, there ain't gonna be no more war, you know? So right now, hey, he created the smith, okay, to blow up the coals in the fire. They created these weapons, man, for this big day, for the day of the Lord, for the day of judgment, all right, in the battle of Armageddon, man, the battle of Armageddon. And it's getting ready to go down, man. And so he's going to empty the whole clip, and there's going to be nothing left in this fucking land, man. America's going to be destroyed. The land without inhabitant, bro.
Hey, that's what that scripture right there, Jeremiah 51 also says, you know, Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hands. You know, flee from her, man. Because why? Then the next chapter, the next verse says, you know, if we would have healed Babylon, because she is forsaken, you know, take balm if she were to be healed. But you know, this place is not going to be healed no more. This place is on a like Apostle Gabar always says, it's circling the drain. You know, it's on its way out, man. You know, like brother's been mentioning, the infrastructure, you know, the morality, you know, on all levels is worse than Sodom and Gomorrah. And look what